trust a narcissist. Oh, but they love me.
I guess I just lost my balance. The worst part of it all wasn't losing him. It was losing me.
Alright, well, it's been a long time and I'm finally ready to talk about it. So here we go. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am getting a little more specific probably than I normally would in my videos, just because this is something that I've been talking a lot about in my therapy lately. It's something that I've been doing a lot of work on personally, and I've seen a lot of these types of videos on this topic even all over TikTok, so I figured it would be a good time to just share my experiences and talk a little bit more with you guys. This is just me sharing my experiences with it and how I'm healing from it. So I want this to be more of a positive video, not necessarily like me bashing anyone, because I'm not. I am sharing about my experiences with gaslighting and love bombing. This is by far something that I am honestly happy that there is a name for. I did not know that there was a name for these things until very recently. It definitely made me feel less alone. It kind of gave me some closure to be able to put a name to the experiences that I went through. Let's start with gaslighting. What is gaslighting? According to Urban Dictionary, gaslighting is used to describe abusive behavior, specifically when an abuser manipulates information in such a way as to make the victim question his or her sanity. Gaslighting intentionally makes someone doubt their memories or perception of reality. So what is narcissistic love bombing? A love bomb refers to the form of emotional manipulation in which a person, often a narcissist, bombs you with an over-the-top amount of affection, flattery, gifts, and praise early in the relationship in order to win over your attention for the purpose of being able to control you later on. Let's talk about it. I've learned a lot in therapy about different attachment styles. If you're not familiar with attachment styles, I've been reading the book called Attached, The New Science of Adult Attachment and How It Can Help You Find and Keep Love. So what I really like about this book is that it talks about the different attachment styles, which are anxious, avoidant, and secure. Anxious people are often preoccupied with their relationships and tend to worry about their partner's ability to love them back. Avoidant people equate intimacy with a loss of independence and constantly try to minimize and manipulate closeness. Secure people feel comfortable with intimacy and are usually warm and loving. Now, the idea behind this book is that everyone falls into one of those three categories. And typically what happens in relationships, as far as I've learned to this point, that are very focused around love bombing and gaslighting, is it tends to be an anxious person with an avoidant person. And in my personal experience, this was 100% my experience with this was I tend to be more of an anxious person, and the person that I experienced these things with was very avoidant. I want to say that I don't in any way think that the person that I dated is a bad person because of our attachment styles. It just becomes toxic. At least in my experience, I don't think people manipulate for the sake of manipulating. But I think it's just a matter of like they struggle with their own insecurities, their own attachment styles, their own past experiences that have made them the way that they are. Just the same way that an anxious person has gone through those experiences that have made them the way that they are. I totally experienced love bombing and didn't even know this was a thing. To the point where after that love bombing phase was kind of over, I was really attached to this person, and that was when the gaslighting came into play. And I truly was questioning my thoughts and my actions, and I was walking on eggshells constantly. And it was just so overwhelming. Truly felt like I was going crazy, like I was second guessing myself constantly. And I am not someone, like when I am single and on my own, I am not someone that really struggles with feeling really insecure like in my day-to-day life. But when it came to this particular relationship, I really was questioning a lot about who I was and how I was and my behaviors and my actions and all of that. And it just made me really doubt myself. And I truly felt like I lost myself in this relationship. Trying to be the way that they wanted me to be definitely can destroy your spirit if you're not careful. And I know for me, this was something that was really hard for me. It was hard to build back up from after that relationship ended. It was incredibly difficult to learn how to move forward. If you've struggled with or had an experience of gaslighting, I'm just gonna make it simple. You're not crazy. It's not all in your head, and there are ways to move forward. But I also think that it's important to recognize how the relationship affected you. It's our responsibility to learn how we are in relationships, learn kind of the strengths and weaknesses that we bring to the table, because each person brings something new to a relationship. I mean, relationships are two-sided. It's not just one person. Not that you are in any way to blame at all for a narcissist's love bombing or gaslighting behaviors. That is 100% on them. However, I do think it's important to recognize that typically if you are an anxious attachment style person, you are attracted to an avoidant attachment style person, and vice versa. They tend to be attracted to you because you are someone that is very empathetic, very easy to, not quote, easy to manipulate. I don't want to say that. So it's like a moth to a flame. I think it's important, something that I'm actively working on in almost every single therapy session, is breaking out of that attachment style and learning to not be in that anxious attachment style anymore and move more towards a secure attachment style. And I think the first step in breaking out of those toxic relationships and moving forward is understanding that you have that attachment style and actively working to change it. Because if you don't put in the work to change your attachment style, you're going to continue to be attracted to that avoidant, manipulative, narcissistic personality type, and you're just going to end up repeating the same cycle over and over and over. And I promise you, I can tell you from personal experience, it is not worth experiencing more than once. As I said, I truly harbor no negative feeling towards anyone that I've previously dated. Even the person that I'm referring to with this video, I truly wish nothing but the best. I know that we were not meant to be together because we, like I said, we're that moth to a flame. I truly wish him nothing but the best. I hope he finds someone that better suits him, just as I know that there's someone out there that better suits me. Ooh, I'm sweating. This is hard for me to talk about. But anyways, honestly, if you are someone that feels insecure in your relationships, if you feel like you keep like repeating the same relationships over and over, please check out this book. My therapist recommended it to me, and it's freaking amazing. If you have struggled or you have been with someone that has been manipulative to you, was very narcissistic, did the whole gaslighting, love bombing thing, know that like that's a real thing. You're not crazy. There's a name for it now, which I just think is amazing that there's terms to be able to define what happened. It has made such a difference when I was able to actually identify that this is what happened. For a while after that relationship, I was questioning a lot of who I was and like, am I that way that person said? Did I do all these things that they said? Am I crazy? Did I make this up? Like, it makes you question everything. Difficult to be in a relationship like that. And if you have been in a relationship like that, or you currently are, I know you can relate, and just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is someone for you, and it is possible to love and be loved without that manipulative behavior. I know when you're in it and when you're really involved in the depths of that relationship, it can feel so almost intoxicating, addicting. It can feel so impossible to break out of that. But I promise you, once you do and you get to the other side of it and you see what love could be like in a non-manipulative relationship, in a healthy relationship, you will truly be able to see the difference and see the potential out there. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was a little bit more of a serious topic, but it's something that has been on my heart because I keep talking about it in therapy, and I've seen a bunch of TikTok videos on gaslighting and on love bombing and narcissistic behavior and all that stuff. So I wanted to create my own video here on YouTube just to talk about that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. I am now doing my weekly upload on Wednesday, and then I'm doing a weekly vlog on Fridays. So be sure to tune in again on Friday. I'm going to be sharing a vlog with you guys. I've already started editing that, so I'm super excited for it. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on Friday for the vlog. Bye, guys.